Hello. Do you want to own your voice and do not know how? We will be drawing today on that topic. I own my voice. And in order to do that, we are disconnecting from 3 obstacles that are in our way to owning our voice. And by disconnecting from the obstacles, we will at the same time set this energy free, which was contained in these obstacles, and use it for owning our voice. And I believe that by doing that, we will be able to think and act more and more freely. If you like to draw yourself free, and if my videos are helpful for you, please leave a comment and also like these videos. Both will support my channel because YouTube will see that people are actually interested in drawing themselves free. So that's how you can support me. And thank you also for everyone subscribing to my channel. It's a pleasure to see growing interest, and I keep on drawing with you. So now let's disconnect from obstacles on our way to owning our voices. I'm using this algorithm, which is called disconnect from. It's part of neurocommunication of Neurographica. And it's a very beautiful tool. Be curious. Now we'll start drawing. So we activate our topic by writing down words in 2 minutes. Everything that comes to our mind, all the associations, no filters, just write down whatever comes into your mind. This is the short version of my long version video of this drawing, and I highly recommend you to watch the whole drawing if you want to draw yourself, because these short versions I create are for people who are curious how Neurographica can transform imprints and what actually happens, but it's an overview. And if you want to draw yourself, then take the time and also listen to my explanations, to my detailed explanations, because I'm drawing these processes like on a real basis, like I have real questions I want to solve with them, and that's why lots of insights come up while drawing, and I share them with you in order to make you to be an example for how you can work with your own drawings and what actually is important in drawing and in the processes. So in this drawing here, I created a circle in the middle first, representing the topic, I own my voice. And then I created 3 very pokey shapes representing obstacles that I want to get out of the way in order to own my voice. One of the obstacles is criticism. One of the obstacles is expectations. And the third obstacle is being conditional. The shapes for these obstacles are sharp and pokey because they are uncomfortable and pokey. They are not harmonized. And that's why the first step in this drawing is to harmonize the obstacles by drawing round shapes around them and integrating all the edges to one single harmonized system. In my video, in the long form, I give a lot of explanations about how removing the obstacles is transforming or setting the energy free to transform our imprints into energy that we can use to own our voices. All the imprints which are stored in us from the past are influencing our today's behavior from our subconscious mind. And the first step is usually to make ourselves aware of them, because as long as they are subconscious, we are not able to transform them because we don't even see them, we are not aware of them. So bringing these states into a form and giving it a shape and drawing it on the paper is the first step to actually do something about the imprints which don't serve us anymore, which had served us in the past for some reason, protected us from an environment that was maybe not very loving and helpful for growing up. But now we are adults and we are in a different position, and we are able to look at our imprints, our limitations which our mind created for us, and also transform them. Here in this drawing you saw just now that one of the shapes transformed to a triangle, which is a shape of movement and is pointing into the direction of my shape representing I own my voice. And this triangle stands for I follow my path. And this is the transformed energy of expectations, which were about I should be different, I should be fitting in, I should be somewhere else, someone else, the world should be different. So if when I transformed that, it became this shape of following my path, and it felt very much like comfortable for me to see that transformed shape. And in the process of drawing, a second shape of a square appeared, which is a transformed state of criticism. After disconnecting from criticism by dissolving it in the background, I got this shape with the meaning peace with reality. Not being in opposition to reality. Because as soon as I am in opposition to reality, like how I am or how the world is, I am in a state of inability to act, because I'm just keeping my energy in to oppose what is, but I'm not getting into this energy of ability to act. And for this, I also created a shape of a circle, and this circle stands for I do what needs to be done. So what you witness here is creating tools for owning my voice. By dissolving the obstacles, they transform into tools I actually need to own my voice. And obviously there will be lots of obstacles, different obstacles, and lots of different options for each one of us, and also for different life phases. So we can work on removing obstacles again and again whenever we feel that we need to, because they are standing in our way, or we are standing in our own way. I'm using colors to emphasize my shapes' energies, to give them even more power. This triangle and this moving power to follow my paths gets a nice green color for me. And also the shape for owning my voice is served by and supported by green and also by yellow. I choose these colors mostly intuitively. Which color serves my purpose most at this moment? To do what needs to be done gets a bright red color for me. Action, ability to act, and to actually do things, not only to oppose something and be stuck, but to get going step by step to do what needs to be done. Peace with reality, this square, gets a light blue color for me. And in the next step, I invite universal love and wisdom especially into this drawing by drawing field lines. They are lines that are thicker than the other lines and running through the whole drawing. Whenever we create a change, we need to work on rounding, as you know very well by now. We need to harmonize all the intersections to create one single system of the new imprints, a new map for our mind. A map of orientation for where am I going now. And I created a second field line here, work on integration, and all the drawings take some time, so it's of no use to rush drawing, because all the steps we're doing and every single intersection we are rounding is important to actually bring about the change we want in our lives and to come closer to our being, our real being, closer to contact to our intuition, closer to owning our voices. So that's why I'm also creating these long form videos to make you really go in a slow pace and don't rush. All the imprints took a long time to develop, years, decades, all your life, and now we can be aware of these appointments with ourselves when we are drawing, that they are also taking some time. They might take 2 hours, but what are 2 hours in comparison to keeping like our imprints as they are and carry them along our way for the next 10 years. So if we don't want that, it's very nice to make ourselves aware of that it is very, very valuable time which we are spending on our own development and on our growth and on getting our potential, our power connected to everything that is and to move on in our lives, to get out of the limitations, away from feeling stuck. We are actually not stuck, but we feel stuck. And giving our minds new imprints, new food, new perspectives with these drawings. So I chose the square to be my affixing shape. The affixing shape is the shape which will be most outstanding, which we will see first thing when you look at the drawing, and it's containing like the most urgent solution at this moment. And in the next step I spread the colors as well into the background to connect to the energy of the field. The colors support our topic. They support our new imprints with their energies. And in all the drawings, the last step we do is we bring the drawing to a state of satisfaction. We make it as beautiful as possible until we ourselves are satisfied with the result. We can apply shading, we can check out whether some lines are to be rounded, and we do everything that we feel satisfied with our own drawing. We create beauty, and by creating beauty and satisfaction, we are adding the needed energy to our desired result. At the end of each drawing, we are writing down words again in 2 minutes to see and make ourselves aware of what has changed during the drawing process. Yes, I have concentrated energy, atom, power, wisdom, presence, right, everything is right, connection, now, moving forward. without doubts, contentment, peace with everything that is, moving on, right track, on track, inner strength, in this moment, wisdom. Yes, what did you discover? What is it that your drawing made visible to you at this moment? Please let me know, and let's keep on working together. If you like my video, please like it as well on YouTube, and let me know all that had happened during drawing and also after drawing, and ask me questions for anything you don't understand. And you're also welcome to write me an email, drawyourselffree@gmail.com. So let's be in touch. Thank you for watching. Thank you for drawing. I'm proud of you. See you soon. Bye bye.